I am down in the chicken coop trying to sort out the water. So last year I had an absolute nightmare with drinkers. Like these feeders, you can get drinkers, but they just leaked. And with the lockdown, you can't have a deep litter system with water because it just rots away and it just goes horrible. So what I use now is literally 2 tubs. So a washing up bowl and a storage box. You know, that you buy from cheap places like the Range or Wilko's or whatever. And I have to change this water out every couple of days because obviously the hens, you can see from the mud on the edges, the hens sit on the edge and get it dirty. They don't often poop in it, but they kick straw into it and they kind of sit on it. And I sit it on the tops to storage boxes as well, just to make sure I limit the spread of water. But I'm going to have to investigate some more options, possibly like a covered one with a hole in the side where they can stick their heads in. I've seen some of those on Pinterest. But yeah, so sorting the water out, trying to keep it fresh, trying to stop these chickens getting this run really, really messy. So I thought I'd give you a little catch up on those Buddleja cuttings that I had spider mite with. Now you can see, I've said to the video, and you can see where the spider mite all got into the leaves. And I moved the Buddleja outside. I kept them away from any other plants because I didn't want it to infect, but you know, it's October now, it's quite cold, and you can see there is no sign of spider mite now. They've completely disappeared. We've still got nice fresh growing tips. Everything is growing nicely. There's even a little weed in here, let's pull that out. But you can see everything looks really, really nice. So these are the mauve Buddleja. They're going to be part of the nuttery border up at the farm. I did lose one plant. You'll remember one plant when I took it out to pot it on. It had tiny, tiny roots. It didn't make it, unfortunately, but the others are all really, really great. So I've learned my lesson. If you've got spider mites on inside plants, put them outside, especially when it's cold, because the spider mites do not like the dry. They like high humidity and they like it to be still, and it's very breezy outside. So good, I'm really happy with that. So today I am not on my little urban homestead. I am taking a walk. We've got lots of beautiful nature reserves and gorges and ponds and things around us. So I'm getting outside into some nature, which is rather nice. I have the dog here. Where is she? We have a new halty collar for her because she's been a bit of a pain lately. So we're doing some dog training and just enjoying this lovely, lovely day. This here is actually a triple SI wildflower meadow conservation zone. Obviously at the moment it just looks like grass because they've mowed it down, as you do with wildflower meadows, to make sure all those wildflowers can compete with the grass. And then there's some wood through there, and there's a nice little lake through this way, and some more lake through this way. So we are just enjoying this lovely day. A nice long walk to tire the girls out. Well, today I'm down with the layer hens again, and I am marvelling at molting. Now here we have Stumpy. Stumpy is the orange one. You can see from her feet, she was born with a toe deformity, and she really has not had a great life in terms of feathering up, because she has been Cockerel's favourite, and he has just plucked the hell out of her. But look, I mean, it's miraculous. A few weeks ago she was bald on her back, and look how pretty she looks now. She's still got a way to go. She's still got to get rid of those wing feathers, but little old Stumpy is looking like a feathered hen, which I'm really, really happy about. The other hen that's had a massive molt is Clumsy. She was bald, but look how pretty she is now. Hello. Yeah, we're talking about you, because you've got really, really pretty. And she's been very bald. This is one of the ex-battery hens. She's feathered up really, really lovely. And Goldie has feathered up lovely. And Monkey, where is Monkey? I think Monkey is in here. Monkey is in the middle of her molt. I just wanted to show you because it's quite funny. So, Monkey, hello! Look at Monkey. The marvellous Monkey is just looking like a disaster zone. Are you hiding? Are you camera shy because you look like a disaster zone? But molting is amazing because in a couple of days she will just look utterly fabulous again. She hasn't lost any of her Oh, that's another feather gone. Yes. So yeah, they're making me smile today. Well, I know we're in October already, but I still have tomatoes in the greenhouse. So actually they are so dry, you can tell that I really haven't watered them very well. You can see the leaves, but the plant is cold. The plants are starting to go over now. So I am going to start harvesting the very last of the tomatoes. There's a few green ones. I like to leave them for as long as I can, so as many of these green ones turn nice and red. You can see there's a couple here. But I can use these as chutneys. And also I find that if you just leave them on the windowsill, they do turn red eventually. They're not as sweet, but you can use them as tomato sauce and things in pasta, and they're great. So I'm going to try and harvest, I think, the rest of these today and clear the greenhouse, because we really need to clear all this lot ready for winter. Batten down the hatches. So yeah, so today I am harvesting the last of the tomatoes, and they look yummy. So I wanted to show you my IKEA buy. I went to IKEA to buy a bed. Hello doggy. I wanted to buy a bed, and I wanted to get in the way, dog. And I wanted to get some plants, house plants for the bathroom, but they had some gorgeous pines in. So this was $4.95, so a fiver. It's Picea glauca, and it is a white spruce. And this is a beautiful, beautiful tree. Obviously, they are tiny trees at the moment, but you know how I like a pine, and that is just lovely. So that will be used for some landscaping up at the farm and grow into a fabulous tree. And then they had these. Now I can't say this, so I'm just going to show you. Thioides. These are white cedars. And they are 95p, everybody, in IKEA, 95p. So I've got 3. They grow into beautiful, tall pines, the sort of things you see on the edges of craggy hillsides where they're windswept and they're sort of architecturally bent and stuff with the wind. Now, again, I'm going to use them for landscaping up at the farm, but I got 3, and I'm going to say this word, Christmas. It's not far away. It's about 6 weeks now. Actually, if you like planted living Christmas decoration, these could be awesome. 95p. Plant them up in a nice wide bowl, put some pebbles across, a little bit of dusting of fake snow, and they would make a really, really nice living Christmas feature that you can then use in your garden later. So I'm really, really happy with my random IKEA find. So as you know, one of the big projects up at the farm is planting both native trees and also a nuttery. So I want to clear some land and put in some nuts like walnuts and sweet chestnuts. Now I was out for a walk yesterday and I found these. These are very, very sharp. Now these are sweet chestnuts. So I scavenged a few of the pods that are yet to open, and I also scavenged some seeds. So these are sweet chestnuts. You can eat them raw or you can roast them. But I'm going to actually plant them and try and get some baby trees. So it's relatively simple. You want to kind of emanate nature. And it's very similar to planting bulbs in that you take your sweet chestnut or your acorn or your conker and you want to plant it about 1.5 depth of the bulb. So that's the bulb height. So 1.5 about here. You want to just pop it into your soil, shove it down, cover it over. Now these probably won't germinate till next spring, but you want to cover it over with some soil. You want to keep it moist, but I won't let this sit in water, so I will keep these all moist, but I'll just put them to one side where they're not going to get covered and waterlogged. And then hopefully in the spring we'll have some germination, and then over the next few decades we'll have some homegrown sweet chestnuts appearing.